Welcome to this new YouTube channel called ST Artist Studio. ST is my initials, and this is a YouTube channel where we make art. So let's get started. So today we're going to do something simple. Okay, I hope you all follow along with me. We're going to be drawing a flower. Okay, so first I'm going to create the ground on which the flower is going to go on. Then I'm going to make the stem, and that's just a straight line. So here's my tip for you. Draw light until you know that it's good enough, and then you can pause the video if you want to make it darker, or you can just keep it light and make it more realistic. Okay? So then you're going to make a circle. That circle is going to be the inner place for the flower. I think it's where the pollen is. I'm not really sure. So you're just going to curve lines. Now you can always pause the video. Just do curved lines like that where we're just gonna call it this area we're gonna call the inner flower. So we're just going to do these curved shapes around the inner flower. Okay, you can do as many as you want. I usually do 4 or 5. I try to get 5 because usually that's what it is. So if you want to, you can add petals. You can add petals everywhere. You can draw tiny petals. But this is how I draw my petals. I just do one diagonal line, and then I go to that diagonal line, curve it to that line. Okay? Now, once you've done that, you can add a little bit of detail, and you can put little seeds in the flower, and doing little tiny little lines and tiny little dots. Okay. So once you have that, you can always add a sun. Some people do circles. I just do this curve because I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me. Okay, so now you can color. I won't speed this up, and I will tell you what colors I'm using. Okay, so for the middle, I'm using a Crayola crayon. Any of these you can get in the 24 pack. The 24 Crayola. So I'm going to use yellow orange. You don't have to use crayons. You can use markers, colored pencils, oil pastels, paint, whatever you use. And here's a tip. Probably in these videos, I will be giving you a lot of tips and tricks that I use. I usually attend these classes, and everyone has their own tips and tricks. And just see which one works for you. So this one is to do the same direction for the whole thing. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It's just a tip. And it makes your artwork pop. So another thing is complementary colors. You might have heard this word. If you haven't, that's okay. Okay, so if you aren't using black outline, but you wanted to use an outline, so say you don't have a black crayon or marker, what I do is I'm going to show that trick at the very end. I know we have to wait. But back to our complementary colors. So complementary colors are across the color wheel. So orange and blue are complementary colors. red and green are complementary colors. And yellow and purple are also complementary colors. So the way I tell red and green, I don't know any way else. I just remember it. But I remember red and green because of the holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, you're like, you might, yeah, like those are the colors from Christmas. So, now I'm going to do like a light color, like that. So you see, I'm kind of already using this tip and trick, so I will probably show you this already. So, I do an outline with a darker shade. It's not black, it's a darker shade. So if I was doing gray, I would do it black, but I'm not doing gray today. That rhymes. I always pick up on rhymes. Usually. But today I'm not using gray, so I would not use black unless I'm using gray. It's okay if you color outside the lines. If you're not coloring, you can go ahead and skip again. I will do thumbs up like this when I'm done. So you can just skip this part if you're not coloring or if you already finished coloring. So here's the thing about complementary colors is that they don't mix very well. So if you use complementary colors, make sure that they don't really mix because it doesn't look good. Okay, you could do it, but it turns into brown. So you don't want it. Complementary colors across from the color wheel, and they both have to, one of them has to be primary and the other has to be secondary. So one has to be blue, red, or yellow, and the other one has to be green, purple, or blue. Okay, so I've finished coloring in the flower. I'm going to do the ground, but I'm not going to do the sky because that's just way too much blue on blue because my flower is blue and it would just not pop as much. So complementary colors are just like, here's some pop, not like actual pop, not like soda kind of pop, but they complement each other. They complement each other. They're like, wow, you look nice. Here's some more. I'll make you even more. I'll make you brighter even more. So I'm just coloring the grass. You can take your time. If I'm going too fast, you can pause the video. I just forgot. I never told you any of my colors, exact colors. So I'm going to tell you that after I finish. I'm going to just do that. Hopefully I remember. So we are doing a flower because it's spring and because it's very simple. The only thing long about it is coloring it because there's just so much detail. I like doing cartoons, so this has a lot of cartoons in it. So I just realized that my pack is not, it has a yellow, it's just lost, so I'm going to use an orange for the sun. Okay? Everyone good? Okay, so you can make a humongous different world, literally, if you want. The grass could be purple. The sky could be brown. The sun could be blue. Whatever you want. It doesn't have to be realistic. Okay, so as I said, I'm not coloring the background. So let's give some thumbs up. That's good. Good? Everyone good? If you're not, pause the video. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what colors I did. So I did just normal green for the ground, green for the stem, green for the leaves. So the ground, the stem, the leaves are all the same color. And then for the petals, I just did a darker outline with blue, just normal blue. And then I did yellow-orange for the middle, for the center flower. That's what we named it. And then I did an orange sun. And that's my artwork. I hope you all enjoyed this. I should be posting more videos in 1 to 2 weeks. I'm not sure when, but thank you for all watching, and bye.